Today we're looking at 5 notable people who may not live in South Central now, but did at least grow up here. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the South LA Recap. If this is your first time here, subscribe to this channel to watch cool content about South LA and LA on the regular. Now that we're all caught up, let's jump into it. First on the list is Tiffany Haddish. Odds are that you've at least snickered at a line delivered by this laugh-out-loud actress. Tiffany Haddish is from South Central, but I haven't seen a single news agency or tabloid report where she grew up exactly in the region. On Wikipedia, I know, out of all places, Wikipedia, she's listed as a notable person who has at least lived in the Crenshaw district. Haddish is known for her bold comedian roles in movies such as Girls Trip, Like a Boss, and Keanu. Next up is Mike Love. I know, you're probably shocked. He is pretty old, but did you know that he's one of the co-founders of the Beach Boys? You know, one of the most influential rock bands of the 1960s? And he was born in, yes, South LA. Well, not the South LA that you may be familiar with. Love was born in Baldwin Hills in 1941, which is well before many people of color were able to buy homes there. And most black people and other people of color didn't start moving to Baldwin Hills until around 1960. Love is the band's vocalist and lyricist, and he has contributed to each of the band's studio albums. Now, did you know that Peter Ramsay is from South LA? I know, like, who is this guy? Well, let me ask you a question first. Did you watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 2018? Well, Spider-Man isn't from South LA, and this guy isn't Peter Parker, but the co-director for this film is, which is Peter Ramsay. Peter Ramsay is an American film director, illustrator, and writer, and his animated film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2019. Ramsay grew up in the Crenshaw district in South Los Angeles, just like Tiffany Haddish. Now, how about Jamesetta Hawkins? Does that name ring a bell? Well, she may be better known by her stage name, Etta James. You know, the talented jazz and R&B and soul singer. She was born in South LA and spent her formative years in Watts. Odds are you've at least heard one of Etta James's songs in a movie. Her most famous song is At Last, that soulful ballad that plays toward the end of a romance drama once love has been kindled. I can't play it here for copyright reasons, but check out the card above for a link to the song. Last on the list is Regina King. Yes, award-winning actress Regina King is from South LA, by association. King grew up in the View Park, Windsor Hill neighborhood in South Los Angeles, which is, according to the LA Times, the most affluent neighborhood in all of South LA. King attended 54th Street Elementary School until the 4th grade, when she was one of the first few rounds of inner-city students bused to less integrated schools in the late 70s in California. King has 4 Emmys, which is more than any other black performer to date. King is also showcasing her directorial chops this year, and while she's directed a few episodes of Scandal and This Is Us, King recently released her debut movie directorial, One Night in Miami. It's out on Amazon Prime Video now, and my wife and I watched it yesterday. It's pretty neat. That's it for this top 5 roundup in South LA, and I hope you learned something new. If you like it, please share and subscribe so more people can have access to this content. Thanks, and I'll see you around on the recap.